Eleanor Rigby, the easy edition. This is going to be particularly easy because most of it is only 2 chords. So let's just jump right in. Starting with the right hand, and the first chord is E minor, E, G, B, all white keys. And the next chord is going to be C major, C, E, G, also all white keys. You probably noticed that they share these 2 keys in common, E and G, and we're going to use that to our advantage when we change from the E minor to C major chord, and I'm going to show you how. So let's start with the E minor chord the way we did. And I'm using my thumb, index, and ring finger. And the only note that I need to change to get to the C chord is to change this B to C. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to play the E minor chord like this, and then when it comes time to play the C major chord, I'm just going to switch from the ring finger to the pinky finger, and we have a C chord. All right, let me show you that in slow motion. Switch. Easy stuff, all right? So practice doing that, and then you pretty much will have it down. The left hand is going to be playing pretty simply just E with the E minor chord and C with the C major chord. Makes sense, right? This is the look at all the lonely people. You know that part. We'll actually start on a C major chord. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty simple. That's all I did was I started with the C major chord 8 times, the E minor chord 8 times. And you'll do that as a set twice. So we'll go like this. C major chord started. Look at all the lonely people. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at all the lonely people. Okay? Simple enough. Alright, next we have the verse. And it's going to be a lot more of the same or similar kind of thing. A little bit of a different pattern though. Now we're going to start with the E minor chord 12 times in a row, followed by 6 C major chords, and then 2 more E minor chords. Alright, let's see if we can do that. Starting with the E minor chord. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. See? Alright, and now with a little bit of ba ba ba. Ba 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 and you'll do that 2 times in a row, and that's the first verse. And finally, we have the chorus. First, I'm going to show you how to play it, and then I'm going to show you how to transition into it. Because that can maybe be one part that's a little difficult. But, alright, we're going to start with something a little unusual. But we're going to skip chords right now. Let's start with just the thumb and put it on D, which, if you'll recall, was just 1 step lower than it was for the chords you were just playing. And you're going to make D do something that we call descending and half step. So meaning it's going down by the smallest amount possible, which in this case would be to this black key, that's C sharp, and then to C, and then to B. So we do that 3 times, and we call that going down in half steps. That's called a half step, D to C sharp. With the thumb only. That isn't all you're going to do with the right hand. We're going to be playing 2 notes at a time during this chorus part. The first 2 notes for the top part of the right hand are going to be G. So we're going to play that G right there, and use your middle finger for that, okay? And we end up with this for the first 2. So just the same note up here, and then D and C sharp. Okay? Simple enough. And then the next pair are going to be C and E, like like that, and then your left hand descends one bar. So the top note you're playing is only two different ones. First it's G twice, and then it's E twice. And then your thumb just descends in half steps, like I showed you. So your left hand is just going to be playing E's for every one of them. So all together, it'll sound like this. Little pickup here, move to this part for the right hand. And one more time, no pausing. Alright, and now with ba ba ba. All the lonely people, where do they all come from? Repeat. All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Alright, and I also told you I would show you how to transition into that. If you remember, at the end of the verse, there were just two E minor chords. So you're going to start with that. And you got to do it that quickly. So you're going to play two chords, and that's going to play the left hand note twice as well. More times. Alright, to show you the whole thing, I'm going to start at the beginning of... Well, I'll just go through one more run through the verse part. So... Alright, that's basically it. If you want to know the actual order of verse, chorus, interlude and all that stuff, it's right here. And if you want to step it up a notch, stay tuned for the intermediate version of Eleanor Rigby coming to you soon. Thanks a lot.